Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike. I'm your fish scientist, trying to help you understand what what aquaculture is all about. And in this video, I'll be talking about fish growth. I know fish growth is very cardinal, more especially to the people that wants to invest into fish farming, people that want to grow fish to the maximum size and sell their fish at an affordable price. Now, with that said, let's now get into the objectives of this video. So now, some of the objectives of this video are, we'll be looking at, you have to understand what growth is in general view, and then we also go over to the importance of fish growth. From there, probably the importance of fish growth in aquaculture. We also go to the point of understanding what are some of the types of growth that can be exhibited in fish. And then we also go to the point of understanding what are some of the factors that can affect the growth of fish. Okay, so now just stick to this video as I be explaining some of the factors, what fish growth is all about, and the importance of fish growth in aquaculture. Now, without further ado, I would like to say that fish growth is one of the most extensively work that has been studied in fish, or rather aquaculture, because it plays a significant role in the business, in the market of aquaculture or fish. A lot of people complains about their fish is not growing, their fish is not doing what, and so on and so forth. Now, because there are so many factors that are behind the growth of fish. Now, let's now start with our point number one. What is growth? Now, growth is something that we all know, and growth can be seen in any kind of life forms among us human beings, among the plants and other things that we see them growing, but more especially to the human beings and also to the plants. But what is growth in essence? Now, growth is actually the change or the increase in size, or rather size that can either be weight, length of that particular animal that you're trying to investigate the growth. So, ladies and gentlemen, growth is very cardinal, more especially to the people that are investing into fish farming. Because once you invest into fish farming, you don't want actually to have fish that is not growing, and you are giving them food but they are not growing. So some of the things that there are a lot that can actually show, or that can cause your fish not to grow. Now, after understanding that point, fish growth is an indicator of how much food is in your pond, or in whichever culture you're using. You can use the cage culture, or rather the recirculating system, and so on. So if your fish is not growing, then there is no plenty of food in the pond or in the tank or whatever that you are using to grow your fish in. So of course, there is fish growth can be rapid, which indicates that there is so much food in the pond. Fish growth can also be slow, which indicate that there isn't much food in the pond. So when fish is not growing, what are those factors that are causing fish not to grow, or that are affecting the growth of the fish either negatively or positively? Okay, so now you have understood what fish is, or rather I've given you the definition of what fish is. What growth is. So now let's move to the point of the importance of fish in aquaculture. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everyone wants to invest into fish farming. But what we don't understand is, how can we make our fish grow? Or in general, for everything that we are keeping, they have to grow. We have to see them changing from one point of state to the other point of state. So to the extent whereby if people do not understand why their fish is not growing or what causes fish to grow, probably they will not also understand what is the significance or rather the importance of growth in fish growth in aquaculture. So this is a business concept, or rather this is a business that you want to see booming. This is a business that you want actually to be to go further and make more money by selling fish. So when you take your fish to the market and your fish is not big in size, so people say, no, these fishes are too small, these fish are, we wanted something big, and we cannot actually even buy this kind of fish. Okay, so as a fish farmer or a person, the business person who is into fish farming, growth is something that you should actually observe each and every single day when you are on the farm or when you are doing the sampling, and see how much of the fish is weighing, or how growth is performing in your fish. Okay, so understanding that growth is very cardinal. So its significance also, once we elaborate, or once we understand the significance of growth in fish, even to the extent to which you be harvesting your fish, the only interest that you wanna actually talk about is how much size is your fish and how big are they. Because when you take the fish to the market, that is the main thing that comes into your mind. You want to take the fish that is too big so that it can even attract the people, or rather the buyers, the customers. The moment they see that your fish is too big, they will not even actually hesitate to come and buy your fish. So having fish that is big in size is one of the key concepts in doing fish farming business. So don't take the fish that is not growing or that is stunted to the market, because the people will not even actually buy your fish because of they are too small, because they have not been growing. But for you have actually invested the money in the entire 6 month cycle, and you hope that they are going to buy. No, you are just going to make a big and huge loss. Okay, so you have understood that growth, when you are keeping fish, our main idea or what you want to see is that fish is growing large in size. Fish is becoming big in size. The length of the fish should actually keep on increasing, okay, horizontally. Okay. So now, again, we also move to the point of understanding what are some of the types of fish, what are some of the types of growth that can be exhibited in your fish. So fish can grow exponentially, or rather fish can grow unexponentially. They just keep on growing, okay? So growth is an attribute of amount of energy that is coming from the food, or rather the fish feed that you are subjecting to your fish. So when you are not giving the right amount of feed to the fish, then it also becomes a problem. And also not knowing how much of that ingredients or how much of the energy is in that feed, then also it will have an impact on the growth of your fish, because the amount of energy, the amount of proteins, the amount of vitamins and minerals that are in that feed, when you're keeping fish, what are some of the how can you know that your fish is growing, your fish is not growing? Okay, so now that will come to the part of the factors that affect the fish growth. Now, before moving to the factors, I want to tell you about that you have got two types of growth that can be exhibited either in fish or in any other types of